Hello, everyone. Yes, it's been a few days. We had a death in the family, in my son in law's family. His grandma passed away. Her name was Angela. And I didn't know her very well, but I have a nice story about, okay, just how you connect to people. And she was very well liked, so and the word angel and Angela, angel, in her name, I think was well deserved. Anyway, so when things like that happen, when they're so close in your family, this that, then I respectfully give that some time. Hence, I haven't made any videos. It is what it is. I do things my way, so there it goes. Anywho, so when my daughter was pregnant, when those two were pregnant, yes, it wasn't just my daughter who was pregnant. There was someone involved in that. Yes, the father of the baby. Yes, yes, okay, right? Yeah, so there's two people pregnant, not just one. Yes, it always kind of falls on the woman. That's weird, right? Yeah, okay. So when they were pregnant, and I think that's what one should be start doing. It isn't, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, you guys are pregnant. That's wonderful. Pull the father into it from the beginning, and maybe more fathers will realize what their job is also after the baby is born. More so, like change dirty diapers. Okay, I'm just saying. I know a lot of dads do that out there. Definitely my son in law. Oh, my son-in-law, he does everything. Now he's a pro at everything. Okay? Let me just tell you. He would know how to take care of that baby. If anything were to happen to my daughter, she needs to go to hospital or this or that, he would know exactly what to do at all times with her. You know why? Because my daughter wouldn't let him not to. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, and there was some conflict going on there. This and that. Yes. Yeah, one could just watch from the outside and go, I hope that goes well. It did. But my daughter wouldn't give in. I didn't have that baby, so I take care of it myself. And she worked as well. That's just saying. Anyway, and he is great. Yes. Yep. He had some birth pangs there. But an amazing dad, an amazing father, and an amazing husband too. Oh yeah, you guys might wonder. Well, if you're here, this that, don't you guys? No. If I say anything, I say, hey, well, what do you to him? I said, what do you think? He says, oh, I'm always with my wife, like giving me this look. Are you kidding me? I love you, mother-in-law, but don't do that. Yes, he's great. So, if I remember then, let's get going. I'll tell the story on how. Oh, I started that already, didn't I? Alright, I'll tell you the rest at the end of the story. Yes, someone come to mind? Alright, we are in the book of Ezekiel 14. Against idolatry. Yes, yes, yes. We've read a lot about that already. So here is another repetition again. Yes. But look at you guys. You see that? We read all of this. We got this much left. Yes. Okay. Let's get going. Next, some elders of Israel visited me, and while they were sitting with me, the word of Yahweh was addressed to me as follows: Son of man, these men have enshrined their foul idols in their hearts and placed the cause of their sinning rights before their eyes. Why should I let myself be consulted by them? So speak to them, tell them this. Lord Yahweh says this: Every member of the house of Israel who enshrines his foul idols in his heart and places the cause of his sinning right before his eyes, and who then approaches the prophet, will get this answer from me. Yahweh as the multiplicity of his idols deserves. And in this way, I hope to win back the hearts of the house of Israel who have all been estranged from me by their foul idols. I don't know if you win. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to go there. There, it is. No, I'm doing this for the reputation of God. Remember, guys, our heavenly parent. So I do not believe that this is how God would address the people of that time, and I don't think that's today even true. You're not. You will catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Yes, so vinegar seems to work too. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's just keep going. So say to the house of Israel, the Lord Yahweh says this. God comes across like such, that's why I'm saying, as such a dictator, right? Yes? All right. So say to the house of Israel, the Lord Yahweh says this. Come back, turn away from your foul idols, turn your backs on all your loathsome practices, for if any member of the house of Israel or any foreigner living in Israel deserts me to enshrine his foul idols in his heart and places the cause of his sinning right before his eyes, and then approaches a prophet to consult me through him, he will get his answer from me, Yahweh. I shall set my face against that person. I shall make him an example and a byword. See, I shall rid my people of him, and you will know that I am Yahweh. So here's another question: why didn't these prophet Ezekiel at that time? So here comes this. He's sitting with elders there, and here comes this vision across, or some idea, or something that, okay, I need to tell them that, right? Yes, I've had that happening before as well. You know, where, oh, okay, all right, I need to tell this to a person, a person because of something. But the thing is why not ask all these elders to look? God has a concern. His concern is about what you truly have in your heart, and it isn't God. So why? Why is that? Why can you not commit? Why is it not possible for you all to commit to the one that brought us out of Egypt? Why is that? What's wrong? What is it? What are your complaints when it comes to our own belief system, our own faith, and the guidance we should receive from God, not from everyone else around? That's what I don't find. It's all just, oh, this is what they're doing, so we're gonna threaten them, we're gonna curse them, we're gonna cuss at them, we're gonna destroy them. But nobody asks the question, why? Why can't you just commit? Why aren't you willing? Have we not had enough miracles? Has all the destruction that's been coming along not been enough to tell you, enough warnings to tell you that the way you're doing things is not working for the people? And then God can't be a part of it because of that? Why isn't anybody asking? It's all just, right? Yes. Well, maybe the asking part did happen somewhere along the way. It just wasn't recorded, right? Now it's just all about, right? Lots of mayhem. All right, all right. And God comes across like a temper tantrum child. That's not a dictator or a temper tantrum child. He's neither. He or she, neither. Heavenly Parent, right? Can be the presence of our Heavenly Parent can be either a father's love or a mother's love. Yes? Yeah? Hence, Two people involved when a woman is pregnant. Yes, okay, all right. I am Yahweh, and if the prophet is seduced into saying something, I Yahweh shall have seduced that prophet. Uh, what a choice of words. Ah, yeah, yeah. I shall point my finger at him and rid my people Israel of him. Both will be punished for their guilt. The prophet's punishment will be the same as that of the person who consults him, so that the house of Israel will never stray from me again or defile themselves again with these crimes, but be my people and I their God, declares the Lord Yahweh. Okay. Individual responsibility. The word, oh, well, looky there. Just found something else that's also in the divine principle. Father really did study the Bible quite well, in depth, and then pulled out what he wanted to. I love you, Father. You know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The word of Yahweh was addressed to me, Son of Man. When a country sins against me by being unfaithful, and I point my finger at it and destroy its supply of food, inflicting famine on it and denuding it of human and animal, even if the three men, Noah, Daniel, it says Daniel, and Job were living in it, they would save no one but themselves by their uprightness, declares the Lord Yahweh. You know, again, Daniel, was there Noah, Daniel, and Job? Was it not Daniel? Daniel? Maybe it is Daniel. Never heard of that dude. If it's a a printing mistake, why would there be a printing mistake in any Bible? That's ah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, but it happens. No, it shouldn't happen in the Bible. Any other book, I wouldn't care, but not in the Bible. Right? 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 It is that important to people. Why do we have editors? They can't catch that. I just caught it, so they don't read it. Really? Okay. Not going there. But it could be. There could have been. It's Danel. I don't know. Could be. We gotta go check it out. Were living in it, they would save no one but themselves by their uprightness, declares the Lord Yahweh. Were I to unleash wild beasts on that country to rob it of its children, and reduce it to a desert which no one would dare to cross because of the animals, even if these three men were living there as I live, declares the Lord Yahweh. They would not be able to save either son or daughter. They alone would be saved, and the country would become a desert. Were I to bring the sword down on that country, and say, sword cross the country, so as to denude it of human and animal. Why the animals? What did the animals do? Oh, so they won't have anything to eat. Okay, you know what? Ugh. Even if these three men were living there as I live, declares the Lord Yahweh, they would not be able to save either son or daughter. They alone would be saved. If I were to send the plague on that country and vent my fury on it by bloodshed, so as to denude it of human and animal, even if Noah and Daniel, oh, it's Daniel again. There must have been a Daniel. Who is this Daniel? And Job were living there as I live, declares the Lord Yahweh. They would be able to save neither son nor daughter, only themselves by their uprightness. Okay? Same, oh, same. Did you hear how many times I repeated myself here? The Lord Yahweh says this, even if I sent my four dreadful scourges on Jerusalem, sword, famine, wild beasts, and plague, to denude it of human and animal, even so there will be a remnant left, a few men, and women. It comes again, the same thing. And who come through, when they come to you, and you see their conduct and actions, you will take comfort in spite of the disaster which I have brought on Jerusalem. In spite of all I have brought on her. They will comfort you when you see their conduct and actions, and so you will know that I have not done in vain all I have done to her, declares the Lord Yahweh. Had to. He had to, right? No other choice. He had to be mean and hateful and vengeful and take revenge and let them know who's that master. Right, that's God. Okay, gotcha. Some people need that kind of God, I guess. That's just another idol then. Against idolatry. Alright. Done with this. Yes. Spirit word just, I said, throw in, we all should know better. From our own experiences. I agree. Thanks for the reminder, y'all. Of course, I don't need it. You guys do. Okay, alright. So, back to, let's see how much time I have. Angela. I had a candle burning for her for 3 days. Out of respect. Oh, do I think that, candlelight? I don't know. I think it's. Don't know the absolute of any of that. Right? We like to believe in things, and that is that. I believe that it's not necessarily the candle burning, okay, and the candle light. Though I want to believe too that candlelight can guide people in spirit world, but it really isn't. It's our respect we show through our actions that are making a difference for the people in spirit world, right? To guide them or this or that, or be with them, or show respect for the last, be a part of their passage from this world. Now again, from this world into back into spirit world. Yes? Okay. It makes sense. If you think a bit more logic than rather than, fantasy and, wishful thinking, then that's true. All right. Baby shower. We had the baby shower for the parents of the baby to be. And Angela was there. That's my son-in-law's grandma. Grandmommy. They called her grandmommy. It's so sweet. Because my children called my mom grossmommy. Yes, grandmommy. When I first heard it, I'm going, oh, that's so cute. That's such a connection right there. In a way, right? Anyway. And everybody was unwrapping the presents, and then they unwrapped hers, and it was a beautiful quilt of all kinds of things from the garden, and it was so it was a quilt, and she had made it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful quilt. The little one loves it. And we don't just put them away so no one can see them. They get that quilt was used since she was born. Yeah. And she loves the quilt. She is sleeping with it. Is she sleeping with this one right now? She has several that get rotated depending on which one she wants. Okay, so that was great. I'm going, oh my gosh, I felt the instant. Yes, instant. Yeah. So she is my youngest granddaughter's great grandma. Yes, great grandma. And then it was my turn, and I had painted myself a couple of pictures for her room. And we were the only two who brought what? Handmade presents. Yes? Yeah. And it was we just kind of, reveled in that knowledge, or in that moment, on how we give gifts, and it was the same style, and we instantly connected through that. That was the first time I ever met her, and instantly we connected, and it was just a joy every time I saw her. We never really got to talk a whole lot with each other because there was always so many people around when we did meet, but somehow the connection had been made, and it was always pleasant, always very, very pleasant to be around her, for us to be together, kind of, even in a, hey, how you doing? I'm all right, Yes, she was 88, by the way. So that's a story I have to tell about Angela and my experience with Angela. And she's well on her way on her passage into spirit world, and I've no doubt that beautiful place is waiting for her there. Yes. Uh, and people waiting too. Yeah. Yes, she has one son that went ahead of her quite some time ago, and I have a feeling that's going to be a very, very beautiful reunion. Yes, yeah. Ah, so happy for her. Oh, sounded weird? Well, you got to be me. That's it. That's all I have to share today. May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldritch, my dearest brother in faith, let's keep praying. Yes, don't give up, right? Haven't heard from you in a while again, but I don't know. I think I have to leave that to you, right? Yes, up to you. And I will talk to you another time.